What's good, everyone? Welcome to the round 19 final trades and captain choices. So I've already made a mistake with one of my choices, and I will go into depth of what I made. But we had two trades to make. One, Butters, we knew that was a trade that was needing to be had. And two, Bailey Dale was out for 5 weeks as well. So it was basically a force hand in both moves. So I couldn't make an upgrade this week because we have Ballardale and Butters to move while they're at the height of their price, and while we need big scores on the field, they were the first ones to go. And that leaves us with 4 trades left with force changes and one more spot to still fill on field with the likes of Tuke Miller, with the likes of Dan Houston, blokes that I'm not happy with, but we're going to have to deal with. And to add insult to injury, we have Horn Francis, who's suspended for a game that Port did not even challenge. So yeah, it's just not a great week for a lot of super coaches. Shea Bolton's getting rested. There's a lot of things going on that is going to be some low end scores this week, but there's going to be some guys that absolutely capitalize who have none of those players. But let's go into my trades. My Cole, now I've got some knowledge behind my Cole, but I did bring in Brad Hill, who I was initially going to bring in Bailey Smith into the midfield. But I had a look at Brady Hill's matchup for the rest of the year, and it's really nice. Well, it's not really nice, but it's good. It's decent. It's mid-range, not hard, not bad. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go there. He's had the role. Right now, I was weary on going on him because I knew that Mullen loves to tag. Game is being played right now. It's it's halfway through the third quarter, or just third quarter's just started. And the size, the one being tagged, Nas is being tagged. That's my first mistake, because I put the captain on Nas. He's on a 35 currently, which is pretty awful. And then Brady Hill, I brought in. He's on the 43 right now. It's not having much impact on the game when you compare it to our Bailey Smith, who was on 73. So right now, in the short term, I'm not benefiting, but my thought process was that we're going to upgrade to Bailey Smith next week, and by having Brad Hill in the forward spot, we fill that last forward void, and then we have like a Horn Francis or a Tuke Miller to put in that flex to have a little bit more leniency or a little bit more moves to be made in case of injury towards the back end of the season, because the season's going like that. So I wanted someone like Brad Hill that can go into midfield, that can go into forward, and gives us that little bit more flexibility. Holmes is killing it right now. As we can see, the scores, Roll Marshall's killing it. Of course he is, with no ruck. We've got Winhager, who's he tagging? Switched to mid to take Smith in the third quarter, so might have a bit of an impact on his score, but he's already on 73, so nothing to look too much into. But Nas all the way down here, got the Mullen tag, 12 touches for 35, and Brad Hill, who should be scoring way better, is not. He's only on the 43 right now, and I think it's just how the game is being played at the moment. Cats are all over the Saints. So the vice captain is not going to work no matter what. I don't think Nas comes good from here for a captainable score. And then further from that, there's not a lot of captain options that I was liking the look of. Maybe, no, I don't even like that. I was going to say something from Frio, but I'm not sure about that one. Brisbane, if you've got or Lockie Neal, that would be a good captain pick against Optus, against West Coast at Optus. Hawthorn, no one I like against the Richmond. GWS, I mean, Clayton Oliver could have a big game. Any of your GWS could have a big game. But I've gone with Vic Dacos in the Bright Lights MCG 705 against Carlton. He had his way with them last time. I think he can have his way with them again. So he is my captain pick. But we had issues with Horn Francis not playing. Iceland got dropped. I wanted to move on coming, and I wanted to move on. Or where is old mate? Who did I want to move on? I think it was Dirksen, because Cummings going to lose money this week. His break even's too high. Dirksen is probably going to also lose some money as well, just judging by his 29 in that price cycle now. So the forced moves were really unfortunate. I'm just going to have to cop it, to be honest, and bring in Smith at a later stage, because I want the skills on field to try and hit the best I can towards the back end of the year, because I dropped last week. So that's where we've gone. This video is actually being filmed quite a bit later than what I intended to, only because of just being busy. So thought I'd get on there as soon as I could, and I have done. I was really thinking if I wanted to go, because my other trade was Lockie Whitfield. I believe that he comes back this week. So I think that a day off a Whitfield swap is pretty similar, and I want a similar type of player. And I think that's a like for like sort of trade. Whitfield has that same type of scoring output. But I was really wondering if I give Whitfield a skip this week and trade out Dirksen or Cumming to capitalize on the high scores before they lose even more money. I was just really thinking about it, but at the same time, I think that Whitfield can benefit me with a score and field more than a rookie could, because he's versing Essendon at Marvel, a smaller ground. I just think that he could score pretty well. So I've gone full fledged, just swap for swap. We'll see how that goes, but I'm not happy with the team right now, and only 4 trades to go. I'm not going to be happy till the end of the season. We've got to do what we've got to do with our. We've been dealt pretty badly this year. It's been one of the worst Supercoach injury years in recent times that I remember. Last year was bad. This year's even worse. Just not enough trades to get your team done and also handle all the injuries. And if you've done that well, salute to you, because it was not easy this year. But we're just outside the top 2K, looking to go inboard, so we'll see how that one goes. But want to give a quick old update. We'll probably have a few final trades and captain videos for the rest of the year until we get to that finals period, and I might make some. I was looking to make a video this week of who you should trade Zach Butters to, or your options for Zach Butters, but I saw too many people doing that. I almost did a Bailey Dale one, but I'm thinking about going into the area of making specific videos for final matchups to say this is who we want to jump on for this matchup, who could give you a really big captain score for your league matchups. So might be something that I do later on. But for now, here's what we're rolling with. I hope everyone else's week is not as carnage ridden as mine. And yeah, wish well. If you're out of trades, you just got to hope and pray. If you're on 6 trades right now, after all the carnage, 6 or more, you have absolutely, and you've got a finished team, you've killed it. You pats in the back to you. No, I don't think a lot of people are in that boat, but thanks for hanging out as always, and I'll catch you in my review next week, Monday night. Peace out.